Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another video in our FEMTalks series. My name is Pooja, and I'm one of the VPs of Outreach here at Booster. And today I'm joined by Caroline. So I guess we could just get right into it. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Caroline Dye, currently an analyst in the M&A analytics group here at Deloitte, where we combine business analytics and insights in the tech industry. So it's been really interesting working in Deloitte. I also am part of a quick start program. That means I'll rotate in different groups within financial advisory. And so far, I've experienced everything from litigation to valuation to everything M&A has to offer, primarily covering financial institution clients and TMT clients.
Thank you so much for sharing. I guess right into the questions. I know right now recruitment's going on. Recruitment can be a really tough thing to go through. So what advice would you give to someone trying to break into a specific industry?
I'm sure you have heard that network is really important, but I would like to emphasize on networking on different levels. So when I first started recruiting for my first internships, I was primarily talking with associates and analysts. However, as I advanced more into my career, I realized the importance of networking across the firm in different levels. It's really helpful to get exposure and visibility at the partner senior level. So I think it's really great to showcase your story and to really have organic conversations with people at different levels to really differentiate yourself.
Definitely. And you mentioned wanting to talk about sponsoring. So could you explain a little bit more about what sponsoring means and what's the difference between having a sponsor and a mentor?
A sponsor is usually someone who is really high up and they have the influence to make decisions and really lead you to where you want to be. They may not be someone who work with you on a daily day-to-day basis because they're usually more senior, but they really showcase your ability in front of a greater audience. A mentor is someone typically you see more frequently and who is someone a little bit more senior than you, but not at a really leader perspective. That being said, a mentor can help you focus on your networking skills, your communication skills, any skill sets you want to work on. A mentor can get you there, but a sponsor is going to take you even a step further to really differentiate yourself and showcase your brand.
Definitely. And that's a good differentiation. But what steps can somebody take to find or secure a sponsor? And have you ever had a sponsor? How has sponsoring helped you?
I've had many sponsors, both in the recruitment cycle and in the early start of my career, and I'll talk about them. So in the recruitment cycle, I find it really helpful to facilitate organic conversations and to really seek advice and insights rather than just a pure transactional asking for help on a reference letter. So I think, talking to these leaders that would be MD at the firm or partner at the firm, really talk to them about their business industry and about the experience they've had and really seek advice. Say I'm a student at Ivy and I'm interested in going to this industry. I'm interested in, this initiative in TMT industry, etc. I think it's really good to ask for advice. And at the end of the day, when you ask for advice, you get more help than just asking for help.
Definitely. And are there any steps that you take, or how can you approach someone if you want them to sponsor you?
So this is a really interesting story. I went to ACFA Society events, and at the time, there was a senior partner at a firm that I'm interested in being recruited at, presenting at that talk. And after that talk, I actually reached out to him and said, I'm really interested in the things you have to say and also advice. And we set up a 30-minute virtual coffee chat because it's based in Toronto. And we talked about everything from the real estate industry to interesting trends post-COVID to securing talent in the industry, just very broad and a very organic conversation. And I think towards the end, I sort of hinted, I'm interested in pursuing a career at your company. And I think it'll be a really rewarding experience for both of us. What's your advice on that? And I think you really find that to be organic and introduced me to the HR team and, really wanting to get me on board. And I think that is a really organic way to connect with him rather than just say, hey, I'm interested in internship or full-time at your company. Help. But yeah, I think I also enjoy it more because as I really learn about different partners and MDs and their vision for the company, it's really going a step beyond just talking to analysts and senior who might not have the long-term vision as the partners do.
Definitely. And in terms of like now you're in your career, you're kind of working as an analyst at Deloitte. How does sponsoring come into effect while you're on the job? And what do you do to help progress within the company?
So in the last engagement that I was in, we had a biweekly touch point with a senior partner who is the national leader for that service line. And in that meeting, I would always come prepared, ask thoughtful questions, and showcase my ability and differentiate myself. And we have a monthly touch point, just one by one, with respect of performance and any feedback that I have. And he became one of my sponsors because he would tell people that Caroline is a great person to work with, and any project she's interested in, I'm happy to bring her on board. And for him to do that, it seems very easy. But for me at my level, I think it's really powerful to have sponsors like that to really, showcase your ability and to showcase your brand. And, for them to do that, I think it's really organic, because when you say you're great, it's not as powerful as when other people say you're great, or like 10 partners say you're great. I think it's really powerful, especially at analyst level.
Definitely. And I guess like you've worked for like many different large firms. What tips or advice would you give to young professionals to stand out and differentiate themselves from the competition during the recruiting cycle?
I think in addition to networking with people in different levels, don't be afraid to ask for help. I think most people want to help you. And when they don't respond to your email, when they don't have the time, don't take it personally. But most people want to help, and don't be afraid to reach out to people and to have these organic conversations. I think they really go a long way, because it's really, recruitment's a mutual way. You get to know the company gets to know you. But as you talk with different people in the company, you can have a sense of, is this where you want to be in 10 years, so 20 years, or the rest of your career? I think it's really rewarding.
Definitely. That was like all great advice, especially differentiating between like a sponsor and mentor. I know many people talk about mentors, but I don't think sponsoring is talked about a lot or at broad. So I guess, are there any last words or messages you'd like to share with the Booster Network?
I'm really empowered by working with amazing women and amazing leaders. And I think as a student, always ask for help and always ask people to guide you in the right direction. But at the same time, have fun. Like, enjoy meeting these amazing leaders, enjoy meeting these empowerful figures. And I think when you have fun, it's more natural and you enjoy it more. And I think the company can really see your authentic self as well.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Caroline, for coming on and chatting with us. I'm sure this will be really helpful to our network.
Thank you for your time. It's a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure to have you.